out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're looking for Joliana and Woodcrest. You have a junior best 3 females. Joliana and Woodcrest, please. Best 3 junior females. Last call, best 3 junior females, last call. Our dry cows should be at ringside, please. Dry 3 and 4-year-olds should be at ringside.
Give me a chance to noon hour or 2 to catch up with some of these things I want to work out.
Go on.
They scratch back on.
Over top is second.
You know what?
For the best 3 females, we've got, I think, a handy winner here with this group of red heifers. A group of heifers that has so much depth of rib, so much style, so much length to their frame. Just a really quality group of 3 red heifers to start this class. Following in second, the next group, I think, a group that has an edge over the 1 and 3rd with a bit more maturity, a bit more depth of rib within their heifers, a bit more stature and length to the frame within their heifers. Third group, a group that I really admire, the big winter yearling there. For that reason, they get the the group in 4th. I think a group that has just a bit more style, a bit more dariness to their frames than our group in 4th. 4th group, certainly an extremely respectable group. You love the growthiness to the heifers, the depth, the dairy strength within that group. Just not quite the angularity or the length to the frame that we have in the ones above them. Congratulations.
And first place junior best 3 females going to the Kelsey family in Montafran Farms. Second to Ogletop. 3rd to Rolling View, the Dalton family, and 4th to Matt Merrill Holstein. Let's bring our dry 3 and 4-year-olds right on in, please. Dry 3 and 4-year-olds right on in.
Three dry. Molly, are you and your husband, I could order your lunch too and have it ready for you ahead of time. I mean, we have the typical hamburger, hot dogs, salt, potatoes, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay, all right.
book will put the 670 on the next page. That's all for information.
There's 4 of them?
No,
Oh, here. Okay.
there's only 3. I put her information over there because there wasn't enough now.
We're looking for 3 young dry cows and 3 of the older dry cows. Once again, Jenny Thomas is here. If you'd like to get a good picture, Jenny Thomas is here to get a good picture. Please see her to make an appointment.
I think she's 4-year-old. But she's full sister to our cousin, Milkshake's daughter. It's a golden, dry 3 and 4-year-old. 3.
See that? Like you said, the thing that was really down here. I'm concerned about us. We can't have anything in this show.
There's a hill, right? She's owned by Google on the paper. I wish that when I was 15 years old I had the money. I wish that 56 years old I had the money.
Saying I haven't met her on anything my daughter received. It was second in races. She couldn't beat her 6 different rounds. Always second. All match with her when I was young. The girl was good. She gave her a clap. I used it a lot of stuff. I did. Success is knowing you the best. You the best. People really respect you.
Dry age cows should be ringside. We're looking for 3 dry age cows ringside that will be taking a break for lunch. And your winning young dry cows, entry number 630, Andrew Scott and Lara Maddie. She is the entry from Evans and Fiorina.
Winner. Winner. Winner dry cow class here. I think another logical winner in this class. That's due in 3 weeks with her second calf. The cow has so much style to her frame, so much dairiness, so much angularity, an extremely correct cow from part to part. But it's her advantage in her rump structure that takes her over the cow in second. She's just more level from her hooks to her pins, also just a bit cleaner in her hock and tracking more comfortably on her legs than her big cow in second. The second cow will give her that edge in being due with her third calf here, as opposed to just her second. And then second over third for her dairy strength. The cow that just is so much more massive through her ribs. She's got so much more depth to her heart, depth to her barrel, width to her chest than our really balanced red cow in third. The third cow, you really appreciate the balance to her, the youthfulness to her udder. Just want to stretch her out in her frame to get above the 2 on top. Congratulations.
And let's bring our 3 entries from our dry age cow right into the ring, please.
Yeah, well, I got your oval top, spread down. Well, they all are, right? Now these guys.
Not too many times anymore people see dry cow classes, but you know they stopped this on the state level at the Spring Show and State Fair. And I think just because the cow is dry doesn't mean she isn't any good. 97-point cows have to be dry. And if it's the only one a youngster has, you can't even show him showmanship. So I'm in favor of this, and I think we've got some quality dry cows out here today.
What's that, like a dry cow? And nothing shows better showmanship at a county fair than a nice black dry cow. Yeah, I take a couple of them. Usually I have to do one for Jenny Wolf. I don't know if they'll be here, but you know, to get all the placings and the add-ins and added entries and stuff like that. So I usually do one for her.
Well, three extremely impressive cows in our dry-aged cow class. I do feel we have a logical winner, in my opinion, today. A cow that has so much balance here, one that has such a correct set of feet and legs, a very correct udder, and it is her advantage in feet and legs that takes her over our older cow here in second. The second cow is a 6-year-old cow that's made $125,000 from me just not moving quite as freely on her hocks as what we have in our first cow today. Second over third on that edge and having just a bit more strength to her frame, being fuller in the crop. She's also just having a little less set to her hock today than the really big cow coming in third. The third cow, you really admire the dairiness, the openness to the rib on this cow, and the youthfulness to her udder, just not quite the straightness to her hock to get above the two on top. Congratulations.
And your winning dry-aged cow is entry number 480, Oval Top Dundee Esther. Now we have a selection of our champion dry cow. There is a cash award. And the winner from the young dry cow class from Evans and Fiorina, and the winning aged dry cow from Oval Top.
Well, we have two extremely impressive cows out here for our grand dry cow of this show. An extremely dairy feminine cow here in our younger dry cow class, and then the other cow you admire for her dairy strength, the depth to her rib, the overall massiveness to her front end. For grand of the dry cows, though, for me, I'm going to go with the younger cow. I just prefer the femininity to this cow style for her. I think she's just a bit cleaner and flatter in her bone than what we have in the other cow. Certainly don't want to take anything away from the balance to the frame on this strong cow. Just not quite this style for me today to get above our younger cow. Congratulations.
And congratulations, your champion dry cow is entry 630, Androscoggin, Laramie Maddie, the exhibit of Evans and Fiorino. Now we're breaking for lunch. We're going to come right back here in about 45 minutes, just 45 minutes with our junior 2-year-olds, right at 1 o'clock, junior 2-year-olds, about 45 minutes.
Potty break and clean up here a little bit. Yep. A bunch of them. I just said I usually keep a book to see your own. That's got more. So